to get a couple things off my chest. Some things that I got to digest. Guess that now I know why the phone is crooked, why I don't have no signal. The earthquake weather thing is real. There's so many things that I can't see, but I can feel. The sky is dreary. Is it smog? Is it fog? Is it fire clouds? I don't know. Run-ins with the law always get my heart pumping. Always get my blood pressure raging. Cooler heads always prevail, so it's no time that I'm facing. I'm just chilling. A little late, but back up on my mission. Never hesitate. Always keep your head high. Hands on 10 and 2. Driver's license, registration, insurance in plain view. Plain view. Driver's license, registration, plain view. It is with a heavy heart and a sober mind that I'm coming to you once again on this Monday, August 17th, 2020. A few hours have passed since I recorded earlier, and a lot has happened. A lot has happened. Good grief. Where do I begin? Well, my previous podcast, the Morgan Freelance Show, which is still up on iTunes. I did an episode. See, my son must have been 6 months old. No, 3 months old. 4 months old. 3 months old. Sorry, y'all. I'm still composing myself. I got pulled over. Black person, no tinted windows. I don't know why. I pulled over. Total surprise. But the last time I got pulled over, I did document that in a very produced NPR This American Life type of thing. And I was just talking about it, man. I was talking about the anxiety, the fear. You know, got my son in the car and he's freaking out. Word to the wise: don't do long road trips with infants. And that stop ended up in a speeding ticket. And it was in Oregon, so it was a pain. We were going to Idaho, right? We went to go visit some people in Washington. Went to go visit some people in Oregon. Went to go visit some people in Idaho. It was a big road trip, right? Well, where we were in Oregon, the highway, the freeway, was like 75 miles an hour. And then all of a sudden it became 45 out of the blue. Son's screaming, crying, trying to find a spot. And whoop, whoop. Cop got me for speeding. And it just sucks, man. You feel so powerless. You know, got your hand on 10s and 2. May I reach into my pocket, grab my license? You know, it's like you're not free in those moments. You're not free. So I definitely begrudge those moments when I don't feel free. I feel violated, you know. I feel violated. And no me gusta. Check some real fast. So I was violated again. Today. On today. How do we avoid this? How do we not get? And you know, all this going on right now. I mean, defund the police. You know, hands up, don't shoot, can't breathe, George Floyd, all that. It's not the best time to have a run-in. Tensions are high. I would say the lesson of the day is know what your car can and cannot do. You know, control the things that are in your control. Obviously, drive safe, don't speed, don't make any crazy maneuvers. But if you're going to use a feature like cruise control, it's important to know whether or not that cruise control feature accounts for following distance. The newer ones, electric ones, hybrid ones, typically they do. But not all of them do. That's what I learned today. And I've never been white and pulled over. First time I got pulled over. Oh, that's a good story. First time I got pulled over. Didn't have a license yet. I don't think I even had my learner's permit yet. I think. But I was close. I was like about to get my learner's permit. And I was driving with my mother. She let me drive. I think we were in our pajamas going to get some food. It was very close to the house. Got pulled over. And it was kind of weird, right? So, of course, and it's nighttime, mind you, you fit a description of something that just happened in the area. Oh, really? You got really good vision. And then my mother hands the officer her driver's license. I didn't have one. And, a little back and forth, and let us go. And since then, how many times have I been pulled over? I don't know. Lost track. But when I was younger, before I got married, oh my gosh, I would say, well, that's not true. When I lived in Ventura County, when I lived in these conservative areas that are predominantly Caucasian, I would probably get, if my windows were not tinted, I would probably get pulled over every 2 or 3 months. I get pulled over for, either something totally made up or just fit a description or just whatever, just driving while black, I got my windows tinted, and then it dropped drastically. Then I got pulled over once for the tint. Went and paid the ticket, took off the tint, put it right back on, because it's way more valuable to me to not be seen than to pay a little funky ticket. When I was living in LA proper, I didn't have any problems. I didn't get pulled over once. Not once. And then I moved to the area that I live now, 2012. And back to the same old getting pulled over all the time. Well, not all the time. I'd say maybe it happened 4 times in the first year. Only once was I in my car. The other times I was walking on the downtown area. I was actually working on a community theater project. And 3 different times I consider it harassment. Hey boy, where are you going? Hey boy, are you on probation? Hey boy, get over that type of shit. Which is demeaning to be called boy when you're a grown man. And then just to be, harassed. I think I told y'all before, I don't right now, but I typically have my suit jacket hanging up, right? Car seats in the back. Responsible father. Clearly not a threat. Yeah, man, it's no good. Don't enjoy it. But the officer was he was darker than me, bald-headed, which made me more nervous. I think it's kind of like if you're say you're trying to get a job and your dad owns the company, and you think, oh, I got this. My daddy owns a company. When in fact, they might be harder on you because they expect more from you. It's your people, right? I kind of get the same vibe when I interact with brown-skinned police officers. It's like, I'm going to be a little bit tougher on my people because, one, I expect more from them, and two, I can't have my fellow officers thinking that I'm going easy on them because they look like me. So it's a very interesting dynamic that sucks as well. Glad it's over with. Did mess up my timeline. Did mess up my schedule. Did give me a bit of the bubbly guts, the anxiety. It did cause my wife to be concerned for my safety because I said, hey babe, I'm being pulled over. Well, no, I didn't. Come on, texting and driving. Obviously not. Once I was safely pulled over and stopped, then I said, hey babe, being pulled over. So those are always fun moments. And, 10 and 2, right? Hands on the wheel so you can see them. Talk slow, move slow. Because you want to make, think about it. Officers are approaching, what do you call them? Suspects, motorists. They don't know what's in the car. Somebody could be whacked out on drugs. They could have a weapon. Who knows what they're stepping into, right? So you want to immediately diffuse the situation, make it as least volatile as possible. A lot of yes sirs, no sirs, smiling, But yeah, those moments like that always give you a pause, like, hey, shit, I could lose my freedom. My agency is not what I think it is. I don't have as much power over my own life or my own existence. Yep. Hey, that fucker wasn't wearing a mask. I just realized that shit. He wasn't wearing a mask. I should tell the governor about this. Hey, Nunu. You got CHPs out here not wearing masks. What you gonna do about it? Matter of fact, I'm gonna sanitize my hands. I can't believe that. I'm outraged. I am absolutely outraged that there was no mask in that encounter. My safety, my health. They had a dog in that car too. The dog didn't have a mask on. Unreal. Well, that's it. I just wanted to my nerves, my anxiety. Tell you what, man. Next time I come back to this raggedy bitch to my earth, I'm gonna be black as fuck. Again. I'll be blacker than ever. But I'm gonna live somewhere where there's the police officers don't have military grade weapons. That's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't like that. And me, man, I feel bad for average. I could talk my way out of virtually anything. I'm quite charming. I don't know if you've noticed. I'm quite charming. But what if I wasn't? You ever had handcuffs on you before? I didn't. But when I was younger, one time at a club, at a bar or something, guilty by association, had cuffs on for too long, several minutes. Sit right there, don't move. Clink, clink, clink. Well, that sucks, man. That's a shitty feeling. Man. Peace and love, family. Peace and love. Peace and love. Good vibrations. Good vibrations. It's been a weird day, top to bottom. Nothing would surprise me. Nothing would surprise me. So yes, young black men. I'm going to give you some advice. This was some advice that I was holding back the other day, but given what just happened, I would like to share this advice with you now. It's very simple, and it goes like this. Never break the law while you're breaking the law. What do I mean by that? If you're going to be speeding, if you're going to be following too close, if you're going to be doing anything dangerous, moving violations in the car, then don't also have contraband in the car, like illicit substances, unregistered firearms, or well, firearms in general if you're black. Philando Castile, rest in peace. You're not always allowed to have legal firearms either. So don't have the appearance that you're breaking any law while you have the appearance of breaking any law. I hope that makes sense. Here's an example. Here's another example that you might not have thought of, right? So in California, it is, as an adult, you may possess cannabis, right? They passed that law back in 2016. You don't have to have a medical recommendation. You can have cannabis. If you're over 21, you can have alcohol, right? You can't have those things while you're driving, right? You can't be under the influence while you drive. So, if you're going to be under the influence, then don't drive, right? Because driving while black, it shouldn't be a crime. It's not a crime. But unfortunately, oftentimes it is treated as such. So you have to do less is more, basically. Right? Less is more. Less is more. And with that being said, family, I'm going to go ahead, spit a couple bars, and I'm going to be on my way. I know I said less is more. But also more or less, Shine was the best Biggie impersonator in the 1990s or 2000, I forget. You ever been on an elevator that was too close for comfort? Too small, never feel like sardines. Never been in a hole, never spent the night in jail. I'm not trying to boast or brag, I'm just a little too frail to be in a max security cage. I'm not an animal. I like to be free. And I don't mean my soul free from my body. I mean free to roam the earth. Agency intact. Pack your bags, let's go on a trip and be back fast. I got babies at home. My lady would miss me if I was gone, so I'll go along at a calmer pace than when I started this race. Love y'all. Give your body, give your mind, give your spirit the things it needs to fight the disease, and drive safe on the highway. Don't want to catch the virus. I'm a lucky motherfucker.